natural system of classification. So in natural system, why there is a need of natural system of classification? Because as you know, Linnaeus proposed his work in a 1753, and his work is considered as a great work up to the 18th century. So after that, at the end of 18th century, and after that, some scientists, they found some difficulties in following this artificial system of classification. So they need a classification system based on scientific knowledge, which indicates the natural characters of the plant, or you can say with the system which helps to provide the overall characters of the plant, or to predict the natural affinities between the different taxa or between the different species. So because of this need, there evolves a natural system of classification. So this natural system of classification, what are the characteristic features and who proposed this natural system of classification? So it is based on important characters of the plant. It is used in number of herbaria and botanical gardens all over the world, and it is also well known and widely accepted classification of seeded plants, particularly for gymnosperms and angiosperms. So the meaning of herbaria means it is a kind of library where large number of herbarium are collected, or you can say there is a information related to different taxa is available. This system, natural system of classification, was proposed by two English botanists. The name is George Bentham and Sir Joseph Dalton Hooker. They proposed their classification and published their work in Genera Plantarum into 3 volumes, and they had described 97,205 species of seeded plant in 202 orders. These orders are now referred as families. As you know, the hierarchy which is represented whenever we write the classification. Like first there is a division, either it is angiosperm or gymnosperm, like this. So after division there is class, after class division, class, then order, then family, then genus and species, like this. This is the taxonomical hierarchy. So earlier this Bentham and Hooker, they referred this order, or you can say order is previously called as a cohort. म्हणजे order न म्हणता त्याला काय म्हणायचे, ते cohort म्हणायचे. And families are considered as a order. आपण आज ज्याला families म्हणतो त्याला ते order म्हणायचे. This is the basic difference in this natural system of classification proposed by Bentham and Hooker. The characteristics of natural system of classification. So here the Bentham and Hooker divided plant kingdom into 2 divisions. The Cryptogamia, that is non-flowering plant, and Phanerogamia, that is a flowering plant. So out of this, the division Phanerogamia, that means the seeded plants, he divided all these seeded plants into 3 classes: dicotyledons, gymnosperms and monocotyledons. हे सगळे तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, dicots, monocots and gymnosperm. All these are the seeded plants. So all the seeded plant he divided into 3 different classes. So how he divide the seed plants? You can see in this picture. The class number 1 is dicotyledony, class number 2 is gymnospermy, class 3 is monocotyledony. Again, the class 1, that is dicot, is subdivided into 3 subclasses. After class, there are 3 subclasses. The dicot is divided into 3 subclasses as a polypetally, gamopetally and monoclamidae. What is the meaning of polypetally? It is a condition. Polypetally.
Petals are separate.
Huh?
Five petals.
No, it is not related with the number of petals. It is related
Petals.
with
Separated.
It is related with the union of petals. Either the petals are free or united.
Petals are free.
Free, yes. If the petals are free, then all these types of plants are included into the group or subclass Polypetalae. Okay. Then the second subclass is Gamopetalae. If the petals are fused, you can see both the pictures. In first of the picture, hibiscus is given. So you can see all the petals are free. The second, the flower of Ipomea, petals are fused. And the third class or subclass is Monoclamidae, or it is also called as a Achlamyde. The meaning of that is there are no sepal and petal like distinguishing characters are seen in the flower. What is the meaning of that? No sepals and petals. It is not like that there are no sepals and petals, but we are not able to distinguish between the sepals and petals. So such members are called as perianth.
Tepal.
Tepals, yes.
Perianth.
हो. So कळलं तुम्हाला काय आहे? Polypetally means if the petals are free, Gamopetally petals are fused, and if there is no sepal petal like condition, only the perianth is there, all that flowers or all that species are included into subclass Monoclamidae. Again, the subclass Polypetalae is divided into 3 different series. So these series are on the basis of their thalamus or how the thalamus is like. So first is series Thalamiflorae. So in this series there are 6 orders and 34 families. Then the second series is Disciflorae, where there are 4 orders and 23 families. Then the next series is Caliciflorae, where there are 5 orders and 27 families. Similarly, the subclass Gamopetalae is again divided into 3 different series. The series Inferi with 3 orders and 9 families, series Heteromeri with 3 orders and 12 families, series Bicarpellati with the 4 orders and 24 families. And the class Monoclamidae, it is again divided into 8 series and 36 families. So let's see what is the meaning of Thalamiflorae, what are the characteristic features of the Thalamiflorae or Disciflorae. So let's see one by one. So first is class. माझा आवाज येतोय सगळ्यांना? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's see this classification in detail. The class Dicotyledone. So this group include angiosperm in which seed bears 2 cotyledons. As you know, this is the characteristic feature of the dicots, presence of 2 cotyledons. Another character is their leaf exhibit reticulate venation. Okay. So all these dicotyledons, they again divided into 3 subclasses as I discussed earlier, that is Polypetalae, Gamopetalae and Monoclamidae. So this Polypetalae subclass is again divided into 3 different series. So what are the characters? The flower contain distinct non-essential whorls like calyx and corolla. In the corolla, petals are free. That is the characteristic feature of Polypetalae. The petals are free. Again, this is subdivided into 3 series: Thalamiflorae, Disciflorae and Caliciflorae. So what is the meaning of Thaliciflorae? Thaliciflorae means it is a first series. The thalamus is drum shaped. The thalamus, the meaning of thalamus means it is the receptacle of the flower where all the floral whorls are born. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, where they born, that receptacle is known as a thalamus. If that thalamus is drum shaped and with many stamens in the androecium, and if the flower is hypogynous. So if this condition is there, it is included in the series Thalamiflorae. The Thalamiflorae includes 6 orders and 34 families. For example, the family Malvaceae is placed in the order Malvaceae. Malvaceae is an example like hibiscus. Okay, as you know, the petals are free in the hibiscus, so it belongs to family Malvaceae. Then series Disciflorae. Second series is Disciflorae. So it includes flowers having prominent disc-shaped thalamus below the ovary. Here the thalamus is disc shape. The ovary is superior. That means all the floral whorls, another floral whorls, calyx, corolla, androecium, they born below the ovary and ovary is superior. So this disciplory is again divided into 4 orders and 23 families. Then third series is calyciflory. The characteristic features of calyciflory, here the flowers having with cup shaped thalamus. So here the ovary is superior or sometimes inferior or half inferior. It's a mixed kind of position of ovary is there. So calyciflory includes 5 order and 27 families. So let's see what kind of orders are there in the subclass Polypetalae. So in subclass Polypetalae, the petals are free. It is subdivided into 3 series: Thalamiflory, Disciplory, Calyciflory. So Thalamiflory, it consists of 6 orders. The name of the orders like Ranels, Parietals, Poly, Gallini, Caryophyllini, Gattiferens, Malvaceae. Okay. The name of the family is Malvaceae. Somebody's sound is audible. Please mute yourself. Shubham Jagtap. शुभम जगताप. कोण आहे शुभम? शुभम जगताप प्लीज म्यूट कर. कोणीतरी सांगा रे त्याला, अजूनही आवाज येतो. Okay. Then the another series is Disciplory. It again consists of 4 orders. The name of the orders like Geraniales, Olacales, Celastrales, and Sapindales. Again, these orders included some families. Okay. The Calyciflory, it consists of 5 orders: Rosales, Myrtales, Passiflorales, Picoidales, Umbellales. मागच्या वर्षी आय थिंक तुम्हाला अंबिलिफेरी किंवा अंबेल इन्फ्लोरेसन्स वगैरे झालेला आहे. ओके. माझा आवाज येतोय? हॅलो, आवाज येतोय माझा?
Yes, ma'am.
हो मॅम येतोय.
ओके ओके. मला इंटरनेट कनेक्शन इंटरप्ट झालं असं मेसेज आला म्हणून. ओके, ठीक आहे. Then second is subclass Gamopetalae. The characteristic features of Gamopetalae are the plants having flowers with petals, but these petals are united, okay, which are either partially or completely fused to one another, are placed under Gamopetalae. The sepals and petals are distinct. The Gamopetalae is further divided into 3 series: Inferi, Heteromeri, and Bicarpellity. So let's see the characteristic features of Inferi. The flowers are epigynous and the ovary is inferi. Inferi is a meaning काय? If the ovary is inferior, then all such kind of plants are included into the series Inferi. So Inferi includes 3 orders and 9 family. The family Rubiaceae is placed in the order Rubiales and Asteraceae in Asterales. Then series second Heteromeri. Here the flowers are hypogynous and ovary is superior with more than 2 carpels if the number of carpels are many. In the first condition, ovary is inferior. In second condition, that means in Heteromeri, the ovary is superior, but it consists of more than 2 carpels. So Heteromeri includes 3 order and 12 families. The series Bicarpellity, याच्यामध्ये त्याचा अर्थ आलाय. Bicarpel means 2 carpels. Here again, the flowers are hypogynous. The condition of the ovary is similar with the Heteromeri. In both the condition, ovaries are superior. But in Heteromeri, there are more than 2 carpels. But in Bicarpellity, there are only 2 carpels. The Bicarpellity includes 4 orders and 24 families. the family Solanaceae is placed in the order Polemoniales. So let's see the subclass Gamopetalae. What are the name of the different orders? So this is divided into three different series: Inferi, Heteromeri, Bicarpellati. In Inferi, there the name of the orders, or it consists of three orders. The Rubiales. Rubiales मध्ये मग ज्या फॅमिलीज येतील त्याचं नाव काय असेल? Rubiaceae family. Asterales order असेल, the name of the family is Asteraceae. The order Campanelles, family Campanulati, like this. Then in Heteromeri, the order Ericales, Primulales and Ebenales. In Bicarpellati, that means when the ovary is superior with two carpels only, the name of the orders or this series consists of four different orders: Gentianales, Polemoniales, Personales and Lamiales. So you just remember the main subclass Gamopetalae and the different names of the series: Inferi, Heteromeri and Bicarpellati. There is no need to remember all the orders. If you know one or two example, you can mention whenever the question is there in exam. Then second subclass, third subclass, Monoclonidae. First we see about the Polypetalae, then second Gamopetalae, and the third subclass is Monoclonidae. So Monoclonidae means here the flowers are with only one non-essential whorl. Here the sepals and petals, we can't differentiate them. So it is called as a perianth or absence of non-essential whorls. As you know, there are four whorls. Out of these, petals and sepal, they are considered as a non-essential whorls. And androecium, gynoecium, they are considered as a essential whorls, sexual whorls. So here the non-essential whorls are absent. That means sepals and petals are absent. Only one non-essential whorl is there. So it includes 8 series. ओके, याच्या पूर्वी जेवढे आपण क्लासेस पाहिले त्याच्यामध्ये 3 सीरीज होत्या. बट इन धिस क्लास मोनोक्लोमाइडी देर आर टोटल 8 सीरीज. द सीरीज नंबर 1 is Curvembry. So Curvembry, the meaning of Curvembry means usually the plant which consists of single ovule and embryo is coiled around the endosperm. If the condition is like this, then this type of taxa are included into series Curvembry. The example is Persicaria hydropyre. Then second series, multi-ovulate aquatica. So it is the series where the aquatic plants are there with syncarpous ovary and many ovules. Anybody tell me the meaning of syncarpous? I think all these terms, syncarpous, apocarpous, you learn in the first year, apocarpous or syncarpous. Anyone? If you know the answer, raise your hand or write it in the chat box.